try hard so that they should understand. So in every successful teacher's life, they have the habit of making their students a priority. Now, so those are all the things, those are all the habits, okay, of a successful. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're so welcome, and if you're not new here, thanks for coming back. Well, to those that are new here, my name is Pearl. I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala. I am a teacher, I give advice, and I do lifestyle vlogs. So I hope you enjoy yourselves, and please don't forget to subscribe and put your comments on what you think below. Okay, so today's video is all about, success. Okay, so today is 10 habits every successful teacher should have. 10 habits every successful teacher should have. You can either say 10 habits or 10 characteristics of a successful teacher. Either 10 habits or 10 characteristics of a successful teacher. Well, as you can see, I'm in school during quarantine. I came to pack up some few things, pack up books, save stuff for next year, and I said I should just do this video, guys. Well, the very first thing here would be the consistency. Every successful teacher is consistent. Now, they are consistent in their feedback, they are consistent in their grading, like they don't change stuff. Okay, they don't let's say for example, if you're giving, let's say 2 tests a week, you should be consistent with that. Okay, it should be your I don't know how to put it better. You should be consistent. That way you're going to build up a new habit in your students and so on. So a habit that a successful teacher has is consistency. They don't have the habit to give 2 tests this week, okay, next week they give just 1, the next consistency is the key. It's a habit that every teacher should have, every successful teacher should have. Well, next one will be every successful teacher loves, are open to change. If you're a successful teacher, if you're open to change, okay, know that you're a very, very successful teacher. Yes. What do I mean by open to change? You're open to, okay, somebody stepping in and say, okay, you're doing this wrong, this. You won't take it in a bad way. You try to change what is going wrong, in order for you to follow the right path. You will also accept new curriculum, you will accept new ways of teaching, new strategies. You will not just be adamant to your old ways. No, every successful teacher has the habit of accepting change. That's the second one. Now the third one is every successful teacher never stops learning. Yes, because as a job requires, you teach, okay, and you learn at the same time. Well, the school is an environment for teaching and learning. As you teach your students, there are some things that your student teaches you. So every successful teacher learns every day as she teaches. Well, the third thing is every successful teacher have the habit of making their content engaging. What do I mean by engaging? In your content, you're teaching something, your kids, you engage your kids are excited, your kids want to know more, the class is active, that is all engaging the students. You will not be in the position where you're just the one who is coming to pour the knowledge on the students below. In the class, it has to be 2 ways, the students and the teacher. The teacher gives and the students gives feedback, or maybe you have a certain class setting where you come to class and the students are the ones actually expressing themselves and discovering the learning themselves. So that is a good habit. Now, the fifth habit here would be to have clear learning objectives. Now, before you start class, before you teach a topic, you should have clear objectives of what you want your students to learn. You can't just get up and go to class. You can't just get up and go to class not doing what you want to teach your students or what you want your students to learn from the topic you're giving them. You should have clear objectives, and you should also make it to the students to know that, okay, in this topic we are going to learn this, so that they are going to understand one step after the other. Yes, so that is one successful habit. Now, the very sixth one is they have a reflective journal. Not many people have reflective journals. I must confess, it's recently that I started having a reflective journal. Okay, it's recently that I also knew that it's so important. What's a reflective journal? It's just simply a journal you put your thoughts in of how your classes went, of how the students reacted to your topic, of whether the students understood or not, of your strengths and your weaknesses, and so on. So that journal helps the teacher to recall what happened in class and what were the things that happened in class and what were the things that were good and bad and what they could change, to make the next session better. That reflective journal is very important. So every successful teacher out there, if you have a reflective journal, that means you are a successful teacher. Well, yes. The next one will be successful teachers are not afraid to ask for help. They're not proud. They are so humble in a way that in any little thing they want to do, ask the opinion of the other person, or maybe ask the expertise of their elders in the job. You will not be too, I don't know how to put it, but if you're a successful teacher, you should be able to ask for help. When you ask for help, you improve yourself more. You improve on yourself. Trust me, it does help. I remember my first year teaching. I needed a lot of help because I had never taught before in my life. So how would I know what goes on in class? So I had a lot of help. My colleagues were so helpful and so friendly, and their doors were open. Any questions I needed to ask, I just went right straight to them and they would help me out. They are parts of my success, of my teaching today, the way I've turned out, because they were so open-handed and ready to receive me. Yes, so every successful teacher should be able to ask for help. Well, the next one should be organizational skills. Yeah, they are organized in many different ways. Successful teachers should be very, very organized. And I'm one, I'm a very scattered fellow, but that point is very, very important. Like I said before in my previous video, you should be able to arrange your folders, files and folders. You should have an idea of, you should keep your things in order so that in order to find them, it will be very easy for you. And as you're organizing things, that's how your mind in there is organized. When you're about to go to your class, you're not stressed out because you organized your stuff the day before going to class. So everything is in place. You're going to put everything in place and your class will go very, very smoothly. If you're not organized, you just get up. I noticed you had even forgotten that you had a class today and just get up and go into class. That class, trust me, that class will not be successful and the students are going to see right through you. Children know, okay? The students know when you're prepared and when you're not prepared. So Every successful teacher has a habit of being organized. They should be very, very organized. Like my files here. You see, these are some folders. These are very cheap folders, okay? You could use this to put your, like here, I have my IT resources. These are all my resources I need in IT. And here are actually still my ICT resources, but this is still ICT resources, you know, so I know where to look for things. If I need an ICT resource, I'll just have to look in these folders, okay? Now, and you see, this is a student's folder in my class. All their exercises, or what they have to do is in here. So if I'm looking for these students, what to give these students, this particular student's special needs. So if I want to give this particular student, I'll just come and enter in it and choose whatever I have to choose from it and give him, and that will be okay. I'll not have to go and start sketching things to look for things and so on. So this is just to give you an idea of what you could do. Well, this other folder is just my past exam papers, okay, the class past exam papers, so it makes it a lot easier to find things. Yeah, so being organized is very, very important. Now, it doesn't matter, now being organized doesn't matter whether it's physical or mental. There are two types of organizations, okay? Your mental organization and you have the physical organization. If you're organized mentally, okay, that's good, but you need to match it up with the physical. Yeah, I know not everybody is 100% me. I'm not a 100% organized person, but I try. I do my best. I try to be organized. Yeah. So another point here would be successful teachers put their students first. You're in a class, you can't put yourself first. No, you put your students first, because the student that have to understand, the student has to give you feedback. You know, you make that student a center of the classroom. Your classroom should be student-centered, not teacher-centered, because it is that students who need the knowledge to be able to carry on in their day-to-day life. So students should be your priority. You should make them comfortable, make them understand. If they don't understand, you should try hard so that they should understand. So in every successful teacher's life, they have the habit of making their students a priority. Now, so those are all the things, those are all the habits, okay, of a successful teacher. So if you have these habits, know that you're very successful. And please don't go to people. Even if you don't have this, you can try to do them, okay? It's very simple. It's just for you to put it into your work, put it into your daily life, and then you find it so easy. For me, at the beginning, it was not so easy, but along the line, I'm starting to get used to it, okay? Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now I have to finish this chaotic mess here. Yeah, so thanks. I just thought I should share this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy, and please put your comments on any other thing you think a successful teacher should have. Put in the comments down below. And